Welcome back to the property journey, the next deal. This week we've had to face the reality of where we are. The original plan was that flips would provide the cash flow, the income that actually pays us while we built the business. But our first flip is still in conveyancing, and until that completes there is no income coming in. So rather than waiting, we're taking action to generate income now. We're going to start selling on some of the deals we find, and at the same time actively looking for JV partners and investors so that we can keep buying and keep the momentum going. And this week that momentum looks like this. We viewed 4 properties, 2 in Blackburn, 1 in Burnley and a commercial property in Morecambe. We've already put offers in on 2 of the properties and we're currently running the numbers on the commercial to see if it stacks up. So this episode is about what's happening next. Getting into the detail, finding the right opportunities and turning activity into income. Let's get into it.
Oh, this is a good old one in Lancaster.
Yeah.
90. Is this auction as well?
No, don't think so.
Why is this property not going? This could potentially be a deal we could sell on. I mean, look at the GDV. We need to book and see this.
I said we should look at it ages ago. I mean, the refurb's more expensive than that. Let's just
Yeah. Oh, it looks like it needs all new windows, glazing and everything.
Yeah, so even if you picked it up, so if you said I'm gonna pick it up, I'm not spending on that, I'm spending 180. GDV of 470, so there's like potential profit in that of 209,000.
Bloody hell, right, we definitely need to view that one.
150, so let's, well, all these ones we take to viewing. That's definitely a good one.
I can't understand why it's not selling though. Been on the market 24 days.
That's 63, GDV of 127,500.
Could come down a bit, the refurb.
No, I don't think so. I think that refurb's far off. It's 3 bed. It needs everything.
Oh, it's 3 bed, is it? I thought it was 2.
New bathroom, new kitchen. Yeah, 20 odd thousand, I'd say. What's good on that, it's like 66. Isn't like a massive miles away from that. Been on the market for 13 days. That's probably a good one to look at.
Be careful, just behind you. Where's Rosebery? Oh, it's up Barham Way.
Where?
Near where Rach lives. Rach is there. Shrewsbury. Scotford, yeah.
Alright, yeah. That's quite a good area.
It's a good area.
£139.
218.
Yeah, that's good to visit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'll get that one booked, I'll get that viewed.
50 grand profit on that. That's a 30% ROI as well. So it could go a bit higher.
It's a decent area as well.
That's a really good one.
It is a good one, that.
Right, so I've just been to viewing a property in Lancaster. Expected sort of value is around 190. It's actually going for auction, so I think it may reach about 220 or something like that. Its potential GDV is around 470. So there's a massive uplift in this property. Structurally, the property's sound. The only thing is, I think when the previous owner was in the house, it got that bad that all trees and the holly and everything else had grown around the house, so it was totally covered from windows and everything else like that, so the trees were coming through the windows and everything. So I think refurb wise you're probably looking between 60 and 80. So there's still a massive amount of money to be made from this deal. So we will be following this on the auction, and we'll keep track and see what offers go in, and maybe if we can, we'll put in some offer. Hi, we've just looked at a 3-bed terraced house in Lancaster. It's currently on the market for 139,950. Our sort of potential GDC on this, let me just take a look. GDV, should I say, is in the region of about 218. So potential to make some money here, potential with a 30% ROI. So a decent profit. However, what we've noticed is the property at the front has come away from the rest of the house. It looks like there's been some movement and the floor has dropped. So in most cases, developers would probably run a mile from something like this. But I think what we could do is we could go in and offer a price subject to structural survey, whereby we potentially would agree that based on the costs of the actual survey and the findings, we would deduct that price, because I guess what it means is they either make money or get landed with large bills potentially to fix the house. So it could be an interesting one. So originally I think we'd sort of had down sort of in terms of refurbishment costs of around 23,000. but that could step up to 30, 40, 50 potentially. So we'd have to have something that would reflect that in the deal we did. So I guess we could go in again and say subject to survey findings. But yeah, two very interesting properties we've seen today. Hi, so another day of viewing. Today we've got a couple of properties, well, three in total. We've got a property in Burnley that we're going to be viewing, that's up for 85,000. Another property in Blackburn that's up for 110. And another two-bed terrace property up for 120. They're all coming through at below market value with the asking price. We're using Property Assistant, so they're all looking good. So we're going to go and visit the properties today, and then after each property viewing, I'll send another update on how we're doing, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, catch you later. We just looked at the three-bed terraced house for sale, so that's in Blackburn. It's currently on the market for 110,000. It's got a GDV of around 156,485. So we'd be looking to potentially be buying the property at around 86,400 with a refurb of around 23. However, we might be able to lower that refurb cost. It looks like the kitchen could stay as is. So it looks like the kitchen could stay as is, so we wouldn't need to change the kitchen. The bathroom definitely needs changing. Then it's predominantly decorating around the rest of the property. The roof might need a little bit of attention, the ridge tiles and things like that. But we might be able to get that refurbishment cost down to around sort of 17, which again would save us some money. So we'd be looking to basically, on the sort of the profit margin, we'd be looking to, if we flip the property, make around 36,000. And then we'd also be, if we sort of kept the property on a buy to let, we'd be leaving in just short of 3,000. So pretty good deal, pretty good property. So we probably will make an offer on this property, and then we'll go from there. So that's where we're ending the week. Conveyancing is still moving in the background, but the focus now is clear, creating income while the longer term deals catch up. We've viewed 4 properties, got 2 offers out there, and we're deep in the numbers on the commercial in Morecambe. Over the next week, we'll see which of these convert and how they fit into the wider plan. Selling on deals gives us short-term cash flow. Working with JV partners and investors will let us keep buying, and together that keeps the business moving forward. Next week, we'll be updating you on which offers get accepted, whether the commercials stacked up, and how the pipeline is shaping up as we push for consistent income. Thanks for following the journey, and we'll see you on the next one.